Because there's something that I need to share with you that I hope you take very, very serious. I've never asked you for anything like I'm going to ask you tonight. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. Trust what I'm going to tell you. And follow what I'm going to tell you tonight. So, we're going to have a very, very good conversation tonight. And I want every patriot to hear what I'm going to say. We're also going to announce mayors we're going to announce the mayor of George, we're going to announce the mayors of Mosselbaai, we're going to announce the different mayors of other areas. So let me start. Let me just get my, just a second. Patriots, I want to talk to you about something. I think the first thing I'll talk to you about is, there's two important things I want to say tonight. Two important things. And this is the true test if you are a true patriot. I think the first thing I want to say to you tonight is that we also have meetings with other party people that are coming over to the PA. Councillors from other parties that want to join the PA. So as they are meeting some of our councillors, we're meeting some of their councillors. So we are having meetings with different councillors and different leaders from other political parties that want to come over to the PA. And they tell you things, but you must discern. Is this person trying to cause trouble in the camp, or is this person telling the truth? So one of the two things I want to say to you, number one, we have a lot of people that has promised the DA they're going to join them. So what the DA and the ANC is doing is they're speaking to the councillors, they're speaking to some leaders. We have the names. And then at one day they just want to put the PA in disrepute. And then let's say they speak to 20 and then 5 leave. And the next day another 5 leave. And next day. So people start creating a crisis. But they don't understand. We are the Patriotic Alliance and Osbaizani. So there are councillors which we are going to get rid of in the next 10 days. I'm putting Ivan as head of that investigation. Ivan Botha. I'm putting Ivan, Kanye, and Lamako, 3 lawyers. They're going to call in all those patriots that is not contributed towards the levy, because it's unfair for other people to pay and others don't pay. They call in those councillors that had meetings with the DA, that have private meetings with the DA and the ANC and MK. So this is the next 10 days. We're going to call in 14 councillors of the PA. They don't understand. For us, this is, you see, people don't understand. You come and worry about this thing. For us is our life. Now when you start making deals, and you know, you look at, for instance, let me make an example of people that has been promised by the ANC. In Kimberley, we have 4 councillors. They didn't even go in the Northern Cape. Those councillors in the Northern Cape, those 4 councillors didn't even go to the PA event this weekend. The ANC knew they're not coming, but we didn't know they're not coming. Yeah. Imagine The PA is spending millions in your area, in your province, and you don't come. Julle moet gaan. Ward Council of North, ons gaan vir julle wys ons bysa nie. Julle gaat vol raak wie's Gayton Mckenzie. Ek gaat weer kom by gronde. Imagine, there's a lady that told me, Pres moet bid vir my kind. My kind is nie lekker nie, maar ek moes gekom het. A lady leaves the child with a husband because she has to come.
Patriots at times tend to make certain things very difficult. They make them even more difficult than what they actually should be. Just under a year ago, we all remember how the president had came forward and said that in the party, everybody who is deployed under the Patriotic Alliance will have to pay a levy, meaning that you will have to give a certain percentage back to the party so that there could be funds coming into the party, so that certain things that need to be done for the purpose of advancing the mandate of the Patriotic Alliance forward. Right? These were very, very clear instructions. Everybody, from people in parliament, all over, right? This, having said that, as things go, as time goes, you should also put some money aside, which will be there for you in the time that you are no longer employed or are no longer in that position. Because then you would need to have something to fall back on, some money to fall back on. But most importantly, is on this video, is the ones of the levy. Why do I say this? Because for certain people to go somewhere for by-elections, there must be funds popped out, petrol, food to eat. For some of us who would be maybe going to like church services, like that have been happening recently, Western Cape, Northwest, Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Northern Cape, all of these require funds, right? They all require funds so that things can happen. Food could be allocated and bought and given to people. People could be given to transport. Artists can be paid. Plowing back to the hand that has fed you. Simple. Don't even need to interpret it in 10 different ways. It's very, very simple and straightforward. But certain people refuse to do that, and now they want to be faced with the wrath of the party being dealt with. Well, the Tenkomrak, because you can't expect to go against the party and think that nothing will be done and still assume that nothing will be done and you will just be led to continue doing as is. Because that is not right, and that is not the way of a patriot, somebody who loves their party and wants to see it grow and go forward. Secondly, talk about these people who are allowing themselves or have been poached and captured, trying to bring the party into disrepute. Well, it is a thing that is common. It happens in all parties, right? But then it is always a person's, like I'm saying, it's always a person's duty to that. If an opposing party begins to approach you, why are you for 1 second entertaining them? Because if you really do not want to go there, then you would not listen to what they have to say. In fact, you would say that no, what you are doing is BS. I do not believe in that party, and I hope you don't contact me again, so that that person knows where they lie, and that person cannot come and to infiltrate what you claim to love, unless you are already taken, and unless you already want to be going to that direction. Loyalty is something else. Loyalty is something else. Because if you believe that you are in the right party, why are you even entertaining anybody or any other person coming from an opposing party for even 1 second? Loyalty is the most important thing. And once you know and understand the words that says "Abhayizani," you have to then understand that I do not waver. But once you begin to not understand these words, that's when infiltration is easy in your mind. Secondly, if you truly believe in this leadership and truly believe that the party is taking you to the right direction, you will not for 1 second continue to entertain. You will not for 1 second continue to entertain any other party, because it will be giving you a different belief, a different way of doing things. So if you really understand the Patriotic Alliance, and even if you don't fully understand, but are in it with both your feet, heart and soul, you will strive to keep understanding. Hence, some of us are pushing these sort of platforms, so you can continue to learn out there. And if you challenge, you can come forward into any other video, another comments, and say I disagree, and it's all up for discussion. But the one word that stands is the word coming from the NEC and the president of the Patriotic Alliance. That is the highest voices and the final voices in this party that we love so much. So, patriots, continue to remember that in future, other parties will try to approach you, especially if you're a councillor, especially if you have influence. That is the people they target most. Don't bother. Know where you stand. Remain cement fast. Because once you bother, then you are most probably already on your way out. Because your heart will want to go where the heart wants. So patriots, remember this. Abhayizani.